Hey guys, Papa Pete back again with another great pickup video, joined by Coco in the basket. As usual, she fills it right up, purring up a storm. I'm sure you can hear her here. And today, I've got some fantastic things for not only my Xbox collection, but I've got some wonderful things for my Intellivision collection, which came as a birthday present. My birthday was earlier this month, from the Intellivision collector himself. It is something that's really going to change the future of my channel. Anyway, guys, can't wait to share it with you, right, Coco? We'll see you in just a minute.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
Alright, Coco, let's start this off with a great craft beer. It's a little bit different this time. I haven't got a maritime craft beer this time, but I've got a beer from, it's a craft brewing company out of Hamilton, Ontario, that I've seen a lot of very interesting types, very different flavors, if you want to call it. This is more of a very ordinary one, but it really caught my attention because it's called Audio Visual Lager. And it's by, I gotta find the name to read it, make sure I get it right, Collective Arts Brewing Limited in Hamilton, Ontario. And this is a straight lager, 4.9% alcohol, but when it said audio visual lager, I had to try it out. So let's take a look. Got my Expos mug here. Of course, I don't have a mug from these guys, although I've tried a few of their different beer, and they're pretty good. I've never had this one before, and it's very light. That's a very gold color right there. Light looking beer. Nice head. Good aroma. And again, it's living up to us. A very light flavor. A nice carbonation. Man, it really tastes excellent. Love it. So, once again, Audio Visual Lager, available right across Canada, I'm quite sure, by the Collective Arts Brewing Limited out of Hamilton, Ontario. So, I highly recommend it. It's very good. Let's start right off with something excellent for my Xbox collection, and that is a couple games that I found on a new Facebook group that I've been visiting recently called Gamers Playground Auctions. It's another auction site based out of here in Canada, but I'm sure you can bid from anywhere. I'm sure they'll ship to the US as well. That I found they've have really good prices. They have auctions every day of the week in all kinds of different systems. I always watch for Xbox, I watch for Atari, etc., etc. But anyway, you can really find most anything there. But one thing I really like as well is very often, especially on the weekends, they have excellent flash sales where they have the different members of the moderators of the Facebook group. Again, Gamers Playground Auctions. They go on and they put up these massive flash sales, and you get some really great stuff. And the stuff that I got today is actually from one of these flash sales. And I'm going to say a special thank you to the seller, Stephen Bailey, who sent these to me. I talked to him online a little bit. I'd never met him before. We went back and forth on it a little bit, and finally we reached an agreement, and I bought these great games for him. So let's take a look. They're right here, and let me tell you this. I'm pretty excited to have them, let me tell you. It's not going to take me very long to open these ones, so we'll throw a little bit of RGC on anyway, because you can never get too much RGC, can you? Anyway, ready, Coco? Here we go.
Yo, motherfuckers, my name is Jesse. I'm a lyrical master, a wicked MC. Sicker than a person with HIV, and I make all the girls.
Oh, yeah, they look good. Two games right here. I'm going to pull out the first one, and let's take a look. Looks in really good condition. Manual. This looks great, and it is juiced. A typical racing game. It's I really don't know if there's much that differentiates this from any other racing game in the system, except for the simple fact that I didn't have it. Man, really climbing up there, getting way up there in my collection. Can't wait to hit 700 really soon. Hopefully we can see it with it before too long. And man, this is just one that I wasn't really all that aware of. And when I saw I had it on that flash sale for a really good price, in great condition. I find that when you buy stuff out of like auction sites and things like Gamers Playground Auctions, or any of the other ones for that matter, they tend to be in better condition than when you find them at thrift stores or when you find them at pawn shops or anything like that. So I'm always happy to get games like this and out for my collection. I'll have to check this one out. THQ, great brand. Can't really tell a whole lot about it. Multiplayer, join or host up to 6 player races, so kind of neat really. Juiced. But here is the one that I really wanted to add to my collection. This was one of the hottest games in the Xbox system and one of the most expensive games that I did not already have. And what I got was a copy of Curse, the Eye of Isis. I've been watching for this game for quite a while, looking around. I haven't seen it. And man, I'm just so happy to have it. It's like oh, look at the condition. The manual's in great shape. Pull that out. The disc looks good. I believe it's like a third-person adventure, horror adventure game. And I really have not played it very much. It's also available on the PlayStation. But for whatever reason, it's gone from like being a $30 game to being a $150 game in the matter of months. I don't know if it's just so hard to find it in the condition that it's in. But it's just proven to be absolutely incredible trying to get this game. So, of all the games I needed for my collection, I'm going to peel that little baby off right there. The price tag, because I got a little bit better deal than that. Not a whole lot. I paid what it was worth, I thought. What it was really something that I'm willing to pay. I'm always negotiating a little bit for the games I put in my collection, of course, because it's part of the game. It's part of collecting. Haggling a little bit. I always love to haggle. I love going to conventions and haggling. And as long as you treat these guys who are trying to sell and trying to make money off these games with the respect they deserve, they usually give you a little bit of break, especially when you buy multiple games. Anyway, back to the game in hand. Curse, the Eye of Isis. I've been looking for that for a long time. I never see it around. Here it is. Very, very happy to have it. Thank you so much, Stephen Bailey. Once again, from Gamers Playground Auctions on Facebook. Check it out. It's Canada-wide, and I'm sure you can join from the U.S. as well. You'll find some great sellers, and you'll find some great prices on a wide assortment of games. Check it out. Alright, so the next thing that I got was something that I've been talking about getting for quite a while. You notice I do a lot of gameplay capture of different systems, and for my Intellivision videos, including the 125, I always capture things from my Ultimate Intellivision flashback. But that's not always possible for all games. Yeah, I have a lot of ROMs, and I have a lot of ROMs that are some homebrew games, but many of the homebrew games, especially like Electronite and such, it's not really possible to get ROMs for them. So I could try capturing off RF, but it really isn't very good quality. I could run it through a VCR, I could run it here, there, and everywhere through different things, trying to pick it up with my HDMI Elgato capture equipment, and it just isn't going to be very good quality. So I was talking to the Intellivision collector a couple weeks ago, and he said, tell you what, I got a deal for you. I got an old Intellivision laying around. I got a kit to do a conversion. So he said, you send me the shipping, I'll send you this for your channel because it'll help me record homebrew games. And what he sent me is he sent me a 2609 television system. If you look real close, RF modded right there. So I am now going to be able to play my LTO Flash. I'll be able to play all my homebrew games, the cartridges, and I'm going to be able to capture them in not perfect 720p quality by any stretch of the imagination, but a lot better quality that I can get with either running my system through RF and through a VCR, or by putting a camera at an old CRT television screen, I'll tell you that. So I'm so happy to be able to do this. It means so much for my channel to be able to look at these games. So anyway, thank you, Luke, so much, but that's not all. Remember I told you it was my birthday at the beginning of this month? So when I opened up the package, he said, oh, there might be a couple surprises in there for you. So I opened it up, and the first thing I found was a great Sears game for my collection. Sears Super Video Arcade Soccer. Not an incredibly difficult game to find, not super easy either, but not an incredibly expensive game, but just one that I hadn't found for my collection yet. I love those Sears titles. I'm working on getting all 29. So there's Soccer. And on top of that, he also gave me Space Armada. So what a fantastic pair of games as a surprise. But once again, that's not all. The next thing I opened up, I couldn't believe it. I looked and I saw the familiar black box of an ECS game. And what game was it? But probably the most difficult one to get. He also sent me a copy of World Series Major League Baseball. Manual, cartridge, box is in beautiful condition. All I have to do is pick myself up a pair of overlays off the internet, which is, actually I already have them coming now. And I'll be checking this game out really soon, let me tell you. I have a couple ECSs. I haven't played them very much because I've always sort of wanted to capture the gameplay footage when I did it. So now, with my ECS, with my Intellivoice system, and with this great RF modded Intellivision, I'll be able to capture basically gameplay footage from any game in the Intellivision library, whether it's the original 125 or it's homebrew titles like the other ones I've gotten recently. Anyway, man, talk about exciting when I get something like that. I love it. That's supposed to be an absolutely fabulous game. I've never played it, and I'm really looking forward to do so. Thank you so much again, and television collector Luke Boudreau, for sending these things out to me. It's absolutely fabulous. Well, guys, that's it for this pickup video. Not a whole lot of stuff, but what there was absolutely incredible. A system that's going to mean a change to my channel. Fantastic additions to my Intellivision collection. And Sears Intellivision collection. ECS game that, my God, I don't know. I've never dreamed of having it that soon. I'm getting closer all the time to the 125. I'm almost down to single digits. And last but not least, 2 great additions to my Xbox collection. I'm cruising towards 700. And how does it get any better than Curse the Eye of Isis? Anyway, guys, thanks for spending a little bit of time with Coco and I today. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time when I get some more pickups. You take care, guys.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50.
What is going on, guys? I'm CM Retro Gaming, and you're watching Papa Pete for free on YouTube. So click that subscribe button and bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your Papa Pete goodness.
What the hell?